Hi Service Alternatives and happy Friday. As we start to move out of the dark side of this pandemic and start to consider what it will be like for COVID-19 to be endemic, it's a great time to take stock of this time period for yourselves. For most of us, both personally and professionally, this has been incredibly difficult. For most of us, we also have noticed some great silver linings that have occurred, and it's such an important time to capture. It's an important time for you to think about personally and for your family and for your work. What have you learned? What have you gained? What do you need to really work through to move past, as there's been a lot of pain in this? And what are the silver linings to capture? Ashley recently shared a great story. She's got 2 kids that are 6 years apart, and they have not typically been all that close. They're in such different life stages. But she noticed that during the pandemic, with all of the time they spent together at home, their relationship really strengthened. She shares a story and shows a picture of her young son holding her daughter's hand while she's getting her booster shot. Her daughter doesn't like needles, and her son is there to be reassuring, to be caring, and to be supportive of her. Ashley noted that during the pandemic, she was able to capture some of the sweetest moments with her kids. I've talked to so many of you and so many of my friends who have shared similar stories. Beyond that, Karen shared about 2 clients of hers that moved into an apartment complex together during the summer. They became fast friends and spent Thanksgiving and Christmas together as they weren't able to spend time with their own families. They have done a lot of outings with the Everett Paratransit, getting out in the community, doing things together, and she submitted a picture of the 2 of them who recently got haircuts together. This has been such a difficult time, and I encourage each of us to not lose the moment that exists for us in terms of learning. What have we learned? How have we grown? What do we need to really move past because it was so difficult? And what are the silver linings that we want to capture? I encourage each of us to do this personally, with our families, and professionally. It's a great moment to make sure we take note of during this really difficult time. Have a good weekend, SA. Bye-bye.